tires screech, blaze, kiss the asphalt, defying boost gauge, red line, action ignites the night, street lights are blurred, chasing stars out of sight, punching in, gear shift, turbo scream savage, chassis low like a snake, slithering past havoc, corners tight, grip slick, then use a handshake. Victory's the only drug I let my hands take.
HVRL, where the speed defines me. Rubber burns prayers, leave the doubters behind me. High velocity, every second a crime spree. Racing to the edge till the stars realign me.
Adrenaline symphony, rev sing soprano. Pedal metal, chasing shadows like a desperado. Life's a drag strip, blink and you'll miss it. Every lap a gamer can't play it safe or risk it. Helmet on, visor low, my thoughts in flames. The track's a battlefield, brewery calls my name. Apex predator, no cage can confine me. HVRL, the league that refines me.
Hold clouds of air, I breathe ambition. Dreams fueled by octane, no intermission. Clouds of blood, but the finish line's clear. Every race a moment to conquer fear.
Engines roar, hearts pounding, punks and tires screech, blaze, kiss the asphalt, defying boost gauge, red line, action ignites the night, street lights are blurred, chasing stars out of sight, punching in, gear shift, turbo scream savage, chassis low like a snake, slithering past havoc, corners tight, grip slick, then use a handshake. Victory's the only drug I let my hands take.
HVRL, where the speed defines me. Rubber burns prayers, leave the doubters behind me. High velocity, every second a crime spree. Racing to the edge till the stars realign me.
Adrenaline symphony, rev sing soprano. Pedal metal, chasing shadows like a desperado. Life's a drag strip, blink and you'll miss it. Every lap a gamer can't play it safe or risk it. Helmet on, visor low, my thoughts in flames. The track's a battlefield, brewery calls my name. Apex predator, no cage can confine me. HVRL, the league that refines me.
Hold clouds of air, I breathe ambition. Dreams fueled by octane, no intermission. Clouds of blood, but the finish line's clear. Every race a moment to conquer fear.
Engines roar, hearts pounding, punks and tires screech, blaze, kiss the asphalt, defying boost gauge, red line, action ignites the night, street lights are blurred, chasing stars out of sight, punching in, gear shift, turbo scream savage, chassis low like a snake, slithering past havoc, corners tight, grip slick, then use a handshake. Victory's the only drug I let my hands take.
HVRL, where the speed defines me. Rubber burns prayers, leave the doubters behind me. High velocity, every second a crime spree. Racing to the edge till the stars realign me.
Adrenaline symphony, rev sing soprano. Pedal metal, chasing shadows like a desperado. Life's a drag strip, blink and you'll miss it. Every lap a gamer can't play it safe or risk it. Helmet on, visor low, my thoughts in flames. The track's a battlefield, brewery calls my name. Apex predator, no cage can confine me. HVRL, the league that refines me.
Hold clouds of air, I breathe ambition. Dreams fueled by octane, no intermission. Clouds of blood, but the finish line's clear. Every race a moment to conquer fear.
Engines roar, hearts pounding, punks and tires screech, blaze, kiss the asphalt, defying boost gauge, red line, action ignites the night, street lights are blurred, chasing stars out of sight, punching in, gear shift, turbo scream savage, chassis low like a snake, slithering past havoc, corners tight, grip slick, then use a handshake. Victory's the only drug I let my hands take.
HVRL, where the speed defines me. Rubber burns prayers, leave the doubters behind me. High velocity, every second a crime spree. Racing to the edge till the stars realign me.
Adrenaline symphony, rev some soprano. Pedal metal, chasing shadows like a desperado. Life's a drag strip, blink and you'll miss it. Every lap a gamer can't play it safe or risk it. Helmet on, visor low, my thoughts in flames. The track's a battlefield, brewery calls my name. Apex predator, no cage can confine me. HVRL, the league that refines me.
Hold closet air, I breathe ambition. Dreams fueled by octane, no intermission. Clouds of blood, but the finish line's clear. Every race a moment to conquer fear.
Engines roar, heart is pounding, blinks and tire screech, blades, kiss the asphalt, defy, boost cage, red line, nitrous ignites the night, street lights are blurred, chasing stars out of sight, punching in, gear shift, turbo scream savage, chassis low like a snake, slither rain past, havoc, corners tight, grip slick, then use a handshake. Victory's the only drug I let my hands take.
HVRL, where the speed defines me. Rubber burns, prayers leave the doubters behind me. High velocity, every second a crime spree. Racing to the edge till the stars realign me.
Adrenaline symphony, rev some soprano. Pedal metal, chasing shadows like a desperado. Life's a drag strip, blink and you'll miss it. Every lap a gamer can't play it safe or risk it. Helmet on, visor low, my thoughts in flames. The track's a battlefield, brewery calls my name. Apex predator, no cage can confine me. HVRL, the league that refines me.
Hold closet air, I breathe ambition. Dreams fueled by octane, no intermission. Clouds of blood, but the finish line's clear. Every race a moment to conquer fear.
Engines roar, heart is pounding, blinks and tire screech, blades, kiss the asphalt, defy, boost cage, red line, nitrous ignites the night, street lights are blurred, chasing stars out of sight, punching in, gear shift, turbo scream savage, chassis low like a snake, slither rain past, havoc, corners tight, grip slick, then use a handshake. Victory's the only drug I let my hands take.
HVRL, where the speed defines me. Rubber burns, prayers leave the doubters behind me. High velocity, every second a crime spree. Racing to the edge till the stars realign me.
Adrenaline symphony, rev some soprano. Pedal metal, chasing shadows like a desperado. Life's a drag strip, blink and you'll miss it. Every lap a gamer can't play it safe or risk it. Helmet on, visor low, my thoughts in flames. The track's a battlefield, brewery calls my name. Apex predator, no cage can confine me. HVRL, the league that refines me.
Hold closet air, I breathe ambition. Dreams fueled by octane, no intermission. Clouds of blood, but the finish line's clear. Every race a moment to conquer fear.
Engines roar, heart is pounding, blinks and tire screech, blades, kiss the asphalt, defy, boost cage, red line, nitrous ignites the night, street lights are blurred, chasing stars out of sight, punching in, gear shift, turbo scream savage, chassis low like a snake, slither rain past, havoc, corners tight, grip slick, then use a handshake. Victory's the only drug I let my hands take.
HVRL, where the speed defines me. Rubber burns, prayers leave the doubters behind me. High velocity, every second a crime spree. Racing to the edge till the stars realign me.
Adrenaline symphony, rev some soprano. Pedal metal, chasing shadows like a desperado. Life's a drag strip, blink and you'll miss it. Every lap a gamer can't play it safe or risk it. Helmet on, visor low, my thoughts in flames. The track's a battlefield, brewery calls my name. Apex predator, no cage can confine me. HVRL, the league that refines me.
Hold closet air, I breathe ambition. Dreams fueled by octane, no intermission. Clouds of blood, but the finish line's clear. Every race a moment to conquer fear.
Engines roar, hearts pounding, pumps and tires screech, flames, kiss the asphalt, defy, boost gauge, red line, nitrous ignites the night, street lights are blurred, chasing stars out of sight, punching in, gear shift, turbo scream savage, Cassie low like a snake, slithering past havoc, corners tight, grip slick, then use a handshake. Victory's the only drug I let my hands take.
HVRL, where the speed defines me. Rubber burns, prayers leave the doubters behind me. High velocity, every second a crime spree. Racing to the edge till the stars realign me.
Adrenaline symphony, rev sing soprano. Pedal metal, chasing shadows like a desperado. Life's a drag strip, blink and you'll miss it. Every lap a gamer can't play it safe or risk it. Helmet on, visor low, my thoughts in flames. The track's a battlefield, brewery calls my name. Apex predator, no cage can confine me. HVRL, the league that refines me.
Oh, closet air, I breathe ambition. Dreams fueled by octane, no intermission. Clouds of blood, but the finish line's clear. Every race a moment to conquer fear.
Engines roar, hearts pounding, pumps and tires screech, flames, kiss the asphalt, defy, boost gauge, red line, nitrous ignites the night, street lights are blurred, chasing stars out of sight, punching in, gear shift, turbo scream savage, Cassie low like a snake, slithering past havoc, corners tight, grip slick, then use a handshake. Victory's the only drug I let my hands take.
HVRL, where the speed defines me. Rubber burns, prayers leave the doubters behind me. High velocity, every second a crime spree. Racing to the edge till the stars realign me.
Adrenaline symphony, rev sing soprano. Pedal metal, chasing shadows like a desperado. Life's a drag strip, blink and you'll miss it. Every lap a gamer can't play it safe or risk it. Helmet on, visor low, my thoughts in flames. The track's a battlefield, brewery calls my name. Apex predator, no cage can confine me. HVRL, the league that refines me.
Oh, closet air, I breathe ambition. Dreams fueled by octane, no intermission. Clouds of blood, but the finish line's clear. Every race a moment to conquer fear.
Engines roar, hearts pounding, pumps and tires screech, flames, kiss the asphalt, defy, boost gauge, red line, nitrous ignites the night, street lights are blurred, chasing stars out of sight, punching in, gear shift, turbo scream savage, Cassie low like a snake, slithering past havoc, corners tight, grip slick, then use a handshake. Victory's the only drug I let my hands take.
HVRL, where the speed defines me. Rubber burns, prayers leave the doubters behind me. High velocity, every second a crime spree. Racing to the edge till the stars realign me.
Adrenaline symphony, rev sing soprano. Pedal metal, chasing shadows like a desperado. Life's a drag strip, blink and you'll miss it. Every lap a gamer can't play it safe or risk it. Helmet on, visor low, my thoughts in flames. The track's a battlefield, brewery calls my name. Apex predator, no cage can confine me. HVRL, the league that refines me.
Oh, closet air, I breathe ambition. Dreams fueled by octane, no intermission. Clouds of blood, but the finish line's clear. Every race a moment to conquer fear.
Engines roar, hearts pounding, pumps and tires screech, flames, kiss the asphalt, defy, boost gauge, red line. flying nitrous ignites the night. Street lights of blood, chasing stars out of sight. Don't you hate gear shift, turbo scream savage. Cassie low like a snake, slithering past havoc. Corners tight, grip slick, then use a handshake. Victory's the only drug I let my hands take.
HVRL, where the speed defines me. Rubber burns, flares, leave the doubters behind me. High velocity, every second a crime spree. Racing to the edge till the stars realign me.
Adrenaline symphony, rev sing soprano. Pedal metal, chasing shadows like a desperado. Life's a drag strip, blink and you'll miss it. Every lap a gamer can't play it safe or risk it. Helmet on, visor low, my thoughts in flames. The track's a battlefield, brewery calls my name. Apex predator, no cage can confine me. HVRL, the league that refines me.
Oh, closet air, I breathe ambition. Dreams fueled by octane, no intermission. Lots of blood, but the finish line's clear. Every race a moment to conquer fear.
All right, everybody, and welcome to the Turnin Laps podcast here on, well, at NASCAR's championship weekend, but we are completely concluded here in the High Velocity Racing League series. All of them are done and dusted. We have our champions with us tonight, our truck champion, Sean Wilder, our ARCA champion, Brandon Dayhoff, and our Gen 6 champion, William Kern, as well as myself, Matthew Chase, and Sean Happick. How you guys all doing tonight? We'll start with Wilder.
Doing good. We're all kind of sitting here watching the end of this race and seeing what's going to happen here. Everybody came in pits and see the different strategies work out, but should be interesting to watch the end of this. And yeah, I'm doing good today.
Dayhoff?
Well, I'm doing pretty good. Same as Wilder, watching the race. Maybe pick us a few pointers for next season.
And Will?
Yeah, doing pretty good, man. Appreciate the invite tonight, man.
We might as well go around the circle. Happy, go ahead.
Oh no, I'm just same as Will. We're just getting it along, enjoying the last bit of the weekend, and thought it was a great season. Looking forward to get our next season going, and then definitely this Halloween race tonight. See who comes away with some money.
Absolutely. Well, let us begin with the first of the action from last week, which would be the Truck Series last Sunday, as we tackled Homestead Miami Speedway with the trucks. It was a 120-lap race, and probably one of the cleanest races we've had all season, really. Only a couple of cautions for cause. Nobody really got too dinged up in those cautions either, so a great race all around. Another quick one, an hour and 13 minutes total on the session. The championship was pretty much decided before we even got to the track, as Wilder had pretty decent lead going into the final race of the season. But he went out there and showed out very well early on. 67 laps led, very dominant through the first half of the race. And then we got to stage 3, and the person who sat on the pole finally found his way back to the front of the pack. And Daniel Everly was able to come away with his first victory here in High Velocity Racing League, the number 66, leading 22 laps there at the end, and really solidifying himself as a contender for Season 4.
Yeah, I think so. It was kind of deja vu for me, man. That last race of the season last year, kind of the same thing happened. I just kind of ran out of steam towards the end, and Everly was fast, but I think he had a penalty. Did he have a penalty or EOL
He
or
did.
something at the beginning?
No, he on the green
Black flag,
on
that's
the
what it
green
was, yeah.
flag. He forgot. He went in a restart zone instead of waiting for the green flag, and got a black
Right.
flag right on lap 1. So had to work his way back.
So, yeah, he may have dominated, you know what I mean, really, if he didn't get that penalty there. But yeah, I mean, I felt all right. I mean, it was, I was just trying to stay out of trouble, and he was fast, though. I don't know. He's doing something right, man. He had it figured out.
Yeah, we had a couple of really quick guys. Seabolt found himself near the front of the field for most of the race as well. Dayhoff was battling around the top 5 as well for most of that race. And actually Brandon was able to finish on the podium. Brandon, how was your race?
It was pretty good. I mean, I knew I had a fast truck. Well, I knew the other guys are faster. I mean, basically, I just stuck around the middle of the field, just trying to save my stuff. Apparently, I was saving pretty good. You know, Everly did a better job, where it was just faster than I was. But I almost caught Wilder, but I just needed more time. That's what it is.
That was insanity in the NASCAR race, by the way. I don't know if you just saw that, four wide.
Yeah, I did.
With the championship four drivers. That was insane. But yeah, no, it was a fun race. Even for me, I was mired between the top 15 and top 8 or so, we'll say, somewhere in that range for most of the race. And it was really, for me, just a tire saving race overall. I was just trying to make sure I was saving them as much as I could. And on the long run, I felt like I was quicker than a lot of the drivers. We get to the last stint there, and I just kind of burned my stuff up because I was honestly kind of hoping for a caution. As clean as we'd been, I was hoping for the aggression level to get turned up a little bit more and maybe grab that last set of tires and go out there and try to do something with them. But overall, it was a great race. I finished just outside the top 10, and looking forward to next season.
Next season should be fun. I mean, we did our sign-in already. I mean, this is hopefully things to come, that we keep having return drivers stay in it, and then the guys move up. I mean, we don't even have to open it up to the public, and I think we have over 55 now. I think a couple guys trickled in, finally signed up, or right around 50 to 55. So, and I feel like a lot of these guys are going to be showing up every week anyway. This isn't like unknown guys that'll come in and then never show up. I mean, all these guys, I think, will show up. So this could be a really interesting season, having to qualify in a lot of races, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I think a lot of the ARCA guys that moved up, I mean, a lot of them guys have stuck with it from the very get go. So I think, I think they're going to be, showing out and showing up week to week. So that's good. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll quickly run over the top 5. Like we said, Daniel Everly does get his first win in HVRL. Sean Wilder brings it home P2, starting from 3rd. Dayhoff started P9, ends up in the podium. Seabolt started 2nd, ends up finishing 4th. And then Josh Revel in the 5, starts 5th, finishes 5th. Good finish there for Josh as well. And overall, like I said, it was a really fun race, a really clean race, which is what we've come to expect from the Truck Series this season. A very, very different experience from what we had in season 2, where that being a little more wreck heavy, I would say, early on, and then getting into the cleaner races as we got through the rest of the season. This season overall, start to finish, felt really, really good, and just want to congratulate everyone in the Truck Series on a great season.
I feel like it was probably our best overall truck season yet, just in forms of attendance and the lack of incidents. I mean, I think last season was pretty good too, but like you said, with the incidents, it was pretty rough in the beginning. Still a lot of winners. What do we end up with? Not as many as season 2, but yeah.
10, I think, is what you were saying on the broadcast.
Okay, yeah, 10 or 11. I think we had 9 or 10 in ARCA. We had like 9 somehow, with Will winning half the races. We still had like 9 different winners in freaking Xfinity.
Yeah.
Which I thought was pretty crazy. Will, what do you think about having to qualify in on this truck series? Is that something that you find pretty cool? Like, let's say there's 55 guys signed up. You think that's an interesting dynamic to have?
I mean, the fact that you got 55 guys to sign up there, that's awesome. I mean, even if you lose, let's say, half them guys, I mean, you're still going to be, 26, 27 drivers, which we didn't even have that in the Gen 6 at the end. So I think we were pushing 13 to 15 usually towards the end there. So qualifying in, I'm all for, especially with that many drivers and limited amount of stalls. I'm glad I don't want to speak out of turn, but you guys are allowing pretty much everybody to race at Daytona first race, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I figured. But after that, yeah, qualify in. Again, I don't want to speak out of turn, but if it was me, I would, I don't know if you guys are already doing it or not, but allow top 10 or top 12 in points or whatever to get locked in after a certain point, and then everybody behind that has to qualify in.
That's
not something we had thought about.
Well, I mean, Danny brought up something kind of similar to that about last season's top handful or something, get a handful of provisionals, or guarantee qualifies, but they have to qualify a lap, something like that. But that's something we suggested maybe to look into for next season. So it's
Yeah, I mean,
it's definitely
even
on the
your
books.
if you're running from last season, yeah, I mean, especially if you're, maybe the top guys that were in the playoffs should automatically get a lock in or something. But
Yep.
yeah, I mean, it's awesome, 55 guys, and honestly, you might even get a couple more to trickle in too. So who knows?
How scary would that be for you, even you, being a veteran driver here in the iRace and the just knowing, because I mean I'm sure you went out there and screwed up a qualifying lap before too, and that could actually knock you out of a race or something.
Are we talking about the truck series? Are you inviting me to the truck series? Is
I'm
that what you're
not.
doing?
I'm saying if it was like that in Xfinity,
I can make it 56 drivers. I mean, that's fine.
I'm just
No, I mean, I'm bad at qualifying, man. Even with me being, a veteran driver, as you say, qualifying laps can still get me. They have before. I've learned over the past season or two to kind of slow it down and not worry about trying to get pole. And I've hit the wall less. I mean, even if you barely touch the wall, you get a 0x. That still knocks out your qualifying lap. And the way that iRacing changed it used to be if you didn't finish your first lap, you get to do two more after that if you came into the pits or restarted. But you can't do that no more. You hit the wall on your first lap, you come in, you only get one lap. So yeah, it's very scary. But I mean, the good drivers will show. If you got good speed, I would just play it safe. Just make sure you get locked into the race and let it shine after that.
right. Yeah, the only thing I get worried about is getting loose on your hot or on your first lap coming out of 3 and 4. Then it scrubs both your time for both laps, and that's where I get in trouble at. But you know, it's a scary deal for sure because it could be anybody. I mean, you just get loose, hit a wall coming out of 3 or 4 in your first lap, and like I said, it screws up both your laps, and you go from leading the points to not even qualifying in a race. So
Yeah, that's definitely tough. I mean, that's why I said, I mean, if it was me after a certain amount, I'd lock some people in. But even if that doesn't happen, there's going to be a lot of competition out there. And again, I've learned again over the last season or so to not really worry about, trying to get pole, but even three-quarter throttle, playing it safe and everything, I'm usually still top 10, top 15 qualifying. So
it's not bad over 13 cars.
yeah, right. Yeah, out of 55 though, man, that's gonna be tough for
Yeah,
some of
it's
them
different.
guys, and some of these guys ain't very fast, so they're really gonna have to do completely the opposite. They're gonna have to push,
Yep.
Yeah.
almost come close to hitting that wall or spinning out on 3 and 4. They're gonna have to push to get in.
We'll get this. Our third track on the docket is IRP with only 38 pit stalls. So, and our attendance is still
Yeah.
going to be very high in our third week. So,
Yeah, and that's a tough track too. That's not something you could just go out and full throttle it. So that's gonna be interesting.
yep.
Yeah, it's tight qualifying times, anyways. I mean, everybody's going to be pretty close together there, and it's pretty easy to tap a wall there.
Yeah, having more drivers and pistols is definitely going to make people want to practice harder and try to get qualify their way in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you thought the
Yeah.
competition was hard this past season. It's going to get even more difficult because people are going to have to practice in order to make the field, especially on those less pit stalls, places like Lime Rock, places like IRP, those types of tracks. You're going to have to do well in your qualifying laps to make sure you make the field.
Yeah, and if you don't make the field, you guys are still doing it to where they get last place points as long as they qualify, right?
Yes.
Correct. Yes,
I mean
they
that's
yeah.
it's not a huge plus, but it's a plus. I mean,
Hmm.
it's better than nothing.
Right.
Yep. And then unlike last season, yeah, we had like the same amount of drivers going into it, but again, these are all every single one of these, I think with the exception of 2 or 3, are all returning drivers. So these guys will actually show up week in and week out for the most part. I mean, you can count on 4 or 5 each week taking a provisional, but other than that, I don't think these guys are going to bail out like the unknowns do. So awesome. I'm definitely looking forward to trucks. It'll be a great series next season.
Yeah. We'll quickly look at the top of the points here. Like we said, Sean Wilder does win the championship with a 31.86. Chris Weiniger does take home P2 in the championship. Unfortunately, Mason and Shane Williams, neither one of those two could make the final race of the season, so they will finish in the 3rd and 4th places, respectively, in the championship for the trucks. But we will see how next season fares for those drivers. I know Mason's not driving trucks. I think he's just going with Xfinity and Cup, I think. So he's making the jump to the next level.
Who do y'all got next season before we move on? I have to ask that.
I haven't even seen the lineup. I'll have to check the lineup.
I was looking through the roster, and I counted about 8 or 9 that I said could probably win it right now. I would say probably Chris has to be one of the favorites. Danny Gross as well. He's shown pace. Bobby Grady always showing pace as well. He's got to be a favorite. Dustin Bloodworth was able to make the playoffs last season. I think he could be a contender if he puts a lot of practice in. I think he could be a contender. Shane Williams will be fast as well. Another one that I think could be another contender.
Bobby,
Seabolt,
Shane, or Gross are my top 3, I think.
Bobby would probably be on my list too. Grady's been racing since the beginning.
Yeah, I was gonna say Bobby for sure.
I think it's time.
I would say Connell, Seabolt, and just to remind me, like Everly. Yeah, Everly, Seabolt, and Connell are my 3.
Oh yeah. You know what? I got another one too. Travis George. He took a season off of trucks, and he's gonna be fast. I guarantee you.
That is right.
Wow.
3 laps to go, caution.
Oh my goodness.
It was Byron too.
Byron.
Oh man. Well.
Yeah, Wilder, man, congratulations on that truck championship, dude. I mean, you pretty much had it on the last race, anyways, right? I mean, you didn't even have to show up for the most part.
I think that's all he had to do.
I really wanted to win that just because I wanted to get more wins than Sean in a season because you only got 3. So we ended up 3-3, but I had it wrapped up. I appreciate it. I had a fun season, man. It was good. I just tried to stay consistent, and
I want to put this out there though. 431 laps led, over double the amount of laps led by any other driver in the Truck Series this season for Wilder.
Nice job, man. Yeah, consistency, dude.
Yeah. A lot of that, I think. I don't know. I was going for stage points. I don't know. I mean, at the beginning of the season, especially, like I was just hammering stage points and getting the stage wins, and just that's what I was focusing on, and that's probably what led to. I maybe could have had a couple more wins, maybe. I don't know, maybe. But I was concentrating on those stage points and staying out front for those stages. And I think that all kind of contributed to that lap sled thing too. But, I mean, yeah, it was a fun season. I liked having the new competitors that we got in this season. A lot of them I think are excited about the league we got going on and are probably going to be sticking around for a while. So that's good to see.
Oh yeah. In fact, Wilder is the reason we changed the points this season.
Yeah, that's just one of them things that real NASCAR needs to change up too. I mean, you could win the race and lead the most and everything else in the race, but if you don't get them stage points are key. I mean, you can get a ton more points than even the actual race winner can get, and I know you guys changed that up this next season. So
when we were looking at it, when we kind of noticed this, what did Chris have? Did he have like 5 top 5s and you had like 1, but you were beating him in points overall?
Yes, it was something like that.
Yeah, just because you dominated stage points. So we just decided it'd probably be best this next season more important, like true NASCAR. You just you get more points where you finish should be more important. So
yeah,
than where you are 30% through the race.
Yeah.
But all right, boy, what we got next? What do you want to go to, Matt, ARCA or Jen?
Let's go to Gen 6, as that's the next one on the docket as far as when we went there. So Gen 6 went ahead and tackled Homestead as well last Monday. and it was a tight battle to start it out. I want to say it was a 2-point cushion there for Will going into the race. And
Wilder got pole.
Yep. Had to go to the back because of a penalty from last week, but he ended up getting that point. Will was able to do a very good job of controlling the race, though. Led 64 of the 132, I think it was, or 131, whatever it was, ended up being. I think I ended under green because, of course, some idiot forgot to change the laps on the race. That would be this idiot. So it had 200 laps on the race, not what we needed to do. But yeah, so Will did a good job of controlling the race, and was out front for pretty much the whole thing when it needed to be. Daniel Everly had some good laps led as well, 26 for him. Wilder, you found your way out front a few times as well with 35 laps led, but a mistake. We're going to call it a mistake. I think you missed pit road.
No. Well, yeah. Yeah, I did. That's what, yeah. I was too busy bitching about somebody and missed my pit entrance. That's, to put it bluntly, that's what happened. But yeah, it was a fun race. I mean, Will was class the field there, better, especially when we got towards the end of the run. I fell off drastically actually, and I got caught by a lot of guys towards the end of the runs.
Yeah, the track was pretty rough, man. Again, it wasn't just hammered down during that race. You had to take care of your tires and everything, and there was a few close calls with me, and there was a couple lines as well that I was running and just trying out, see what was better for tires. I know the fastest way around the track, but that doesn't mean it's going to be the fastest the whole race. It's a matter of adjusting as you're going here. I mean, I burnt up my tires the first set there, learned from that mistake, and kind of backed her down a little bit. And but yeah, it was some close racing, man. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, and Will, you also had to contend with the same idiot who forgot to change the laps, throwing the caution for the stage at a lap early as well. And that probably, I mean, it didn't cost you in the end, but that was a stage point that you probably would have had by passing me as well.
Yeah, I was probably gonna end up passing you, and I thought I was gonna be able to get KT as well. But it is what it is. Just made me a little more upset, so it let me drive a little harder, I guess.
You're welcome.
Yeah. We know how Bristol turned out too, so I was
Right.
racing pretty upset, and I was just hammered down, man. But yeah, it's like I said, it was a fun race. I was on the edge of I don't think I've been nervous about an actual race in quite a while, and got the old heart pumping again.
That's good.
You got to him, Wilder.
He did, man.
Yeah.
Honestly, like coming right there, 2 point between us, and then I thought I had pole, and then this guy comes in at the last second and pulls his pole. I'm like, come on. So there goes that 2 points, and then I knew we were even. And next thing you know, I swear to God, it was less than 4 or 5 laps in, and this guy's already up front. I'm like, you got to be kidding me! Didn't you start EOL? What the heck happened? Did everybody pull over?
Yeah, I got up there pretty quick. But like I said, on those short runs, man, I was able to. And I think that's what we were doing in the first half of the race, because we knew we had to get the stage points. So we were taking tires when we probably normally wouldn't have, just to get those stage points and try to stay ahead of each other. You dove down to pit road, and I had to dive down with you. I could not do it. You know what I mean? So it was just kind of one of those races. And then, yeah, I think maybe just the stress and everything around it. I felt like you got out front, and all them guys were catching me, and actually they were driving pretty damn aggressive. And I'm not gonna lie, this is what I thought. I thought they were treating me a little bit different than they treated you when they got up to you. So I kind of got swallowed up a couple times, and just I was leaving room for guys, and then they wouldn't go. They would back off or whatever, and it's like, I don't know. I got really frustrated, and that's on me though for sure. And then just kind of missed calculated how many laps to I needed to pit, and then was coasting in under brake power and spun it around into pit road, and that was it.
Yeah,
But
I didn't even know that that happened. I just happened to when we were coming to just past the white flag, I happened to look over at my black box and seen that you were 2 laps down. I'm like, what the heck happened? So, I mean, as glad as I was to see you there, I was also a little upset just because I thought it was, going to be a lot closer between us. So, yeah, I don't know if anybody was really driving any differently around me because I almost got turned by KT there. It was close. I actually had my wheel was fully 90 degrees to save that, and you ended up passing both of us. So.
right.
It was close. Like I said, it was definitely an interesting race, and I had to take some heart medication probably afterwards. You know what I mean? The way my heart was pumping afterwards, man, it was nuts. But I hope it's that close next season. I mean, as much as I know we're changing the points and everything, I'm looking forward to Xfinity and then Cup Series too. As much as I hate the Cup Series cars. Um, this league seems to always have some really close clean racing, really.
No, I know we were trying. Sorry, I know this lap race. It looks like
Come on,
Larson.
Larson, get it, buddy.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Come
was not
on,
Might have
expecting
it.
Larson.
Larson got it.
Larson's gonna get it.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, he
Go on.
did.
Only
No
because
kidding.
of
I really
Byron had a caution. That goofy bastard.
Yeah.
I really thought
Wow.
Hamlin was going to end up getting it.
He should have.
So
He
Hamlin,
should. Yeah. He
sorry
probably
to
should've.
disrupt the HVRL Turn and Laps podcast here, but Hamlin was out over 2.5 second lead, and then Byron blew a right front and caused a caution, and then Larson got out front.
Yeah.
His pit crew got him out there to win another championship.
They
Second
didn't.
for a
Yep.
second
They
championship.
didn't. He didn't pit, did he?
Yeah, he did.
He
He
did.
took
Oh,
Two
did he?
tires.
two.
Yeah.
Rights only. Yep.
Well, that was a bad
Yeah.
call by Hamlin's team. I mean, that's all you can say. Will, I know we were doing everything we could. You normally didn't take tires on stage, in between stages, so we were trying to work with Wilder, me and Matt and Chris. We were trying to take tires and try to steal some stage points from you, and, and I think Matt was able to. I think he threw the caution early just to rob you.
I was going to say that's how he stole it right there.
I told him right there. Yeah.
I was trying to catch you, but you got out right in front of me, and I could not for the life of me catch you. But that was kind of our plan. Just try to let Wilder get some stage points and keep you behind us and use up our tires because the wind didn't matter for us. But no.
Yeah, I
hang
normally
on.
don't. I normally don't take tires in the green
Did you
flag
see
stop.
Wilder do it, or did you just know that you had to get stage points, or you just knew that's what he was doing?
No, like I said at the beginning of the race there when we were deciding between the 130 or 200 laps, I had already practiced the 130, like what was the best deal, what was I going to do? So my plan was to take tires in the green flag stop in stage 1, and then stage 2 not take tires because technically it's a shorter stint, because you're losing like a couple laps, as long as it doesn't get extended or under hit by a caution. But it worked out for the most part. I mean, I wasn't too happy with the early call on stage 1, but again, stage 2 I ended up winning, and then obviously kind of won the race too. So that was pretty good, winning the race and the championship all in one.
Heck yeah.
Got to rub it into Wilder a little bit more on that one.
Just a little bit more, yeah.
Just grind that right in just a little bit more.
Hey man, he got the Truck Series. What? He's a dude. He's a champ. Come on. He's got that little trophy next to his name.
That he does. Yeah, so we'll quickly go over the top 5 for the race here. Will does take home the race win and the championship as he concludes a great season in the Gen 6 car. Daniel Everly continued having another great night there at Homestead, ends up P2. Brandon Dayhoff, another podium for Brandon there in 3rd place at Homestead. Bryce Tucker finishes P4, and then KT McCann ended up in the top 5. as the race finished there. So good overall finish for everybody there. And again, same thing. Want to echo what I said about the Truck Series. It was a great season, the Gen 6. A very clean series as well. We had a few incidents here and there, but overall, I mean, it was just a heck of a series to run. A really good mix of the guys from the Truck Series and the Cup Series mashing together and really, really making for some great racing all season long.
Actually, that's one question I got for you there, Sean. Are you planning on still outsourcing for Xfinity? I think we're up to what, 25, 26 drivers?
Oh yeah. Until we
Yeah.
get up to about 55, we'll be outsourcing.
Oh, look at this guy's trying to get that many drivers up in there, huh?
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, because 55 is the magic number because you have people that sign up that never even race a race. You'll have 5 or 6 of those. You'll have another 6 or 7 that fizzle out in the first week or two. Then by that time, we'll end up with 40 by race 2. So then it dwindles down from there. So
Yeah, Cup Series definitely needs some help. I think we only got like 12 drivers in there.
oh yeah, I mean we haven't opened it up. I mean there was no cup,
Yeah, yeah.
our HVRL style Cup Series, so it's starting from scratch. So we really have to hit it hard, but that'll happen tomorrow. We'll put that out there. ARCA should be filled up, I would bet. What do we have? 30 drivers, so we don't even need that many. It'll take 3 or 4 days to fill that up. That'll be done, and I'm seeing a lot of posts about people wanting Gen 6 now, and I think people are finally getting fed up with the next gen car. But
Yeah, I've said that. You know how many times I've said that? That's what I was hoping for, was that we weren't going to bring that next gen in and stick with the Gen 6, because I don't know, man. That car is just it races completely different than every other chassis on this thing. It's just junk. It's junk. Even real NASCAR drivers don't like the thing anymore.
Yeah.
well,
That
like you
Gen
said,
6 car was.
they're gonna bump up that horsepower, so maybe they'll do it here too.
I mean, there's a
Maybe an update.
possibility. Yeah, you got to imagine it's definitely going to get bumped up in iRacing eventually if they're doing it in real life. They try to stick up with that, but I don't know, man. That Gen 6 car, not just because I have the wins, but it was fun. Like, it was fun to drive. It felt like the old Xfinity car, um, just because not the slidey part like how Xfinity cars used to be, but just a matter of it was just a blast to drive.
They were.
You really have to manage the right front too in the car, because if you don't, you just tear that thing off. Just it's a lot like the ARCA car. Am I right with that, Brandon? Like you do you feel the same way about the Gen 6, how you just rip the right front?
I mean, I think it depends on the track. I mean, I do feel a difference. You got more power in the Gen 6, and yeah, you run 1,000 more RPMs, I believe, in the Gen 6 as well. So you carry a lot more speed. I mean, I would say the tires burn up a lot faster on the Gen 6 than the ARCA, though.
Okay.
It's a good segue though. Good job.
Yeah. I try to do that, every once in a while. Well, except I haven't talked about the championship points. I got to go over those
Oh,
real quick.
yeah.
So, Will does win the championship. He beats Wilder by 15 points. Wilder does finish in the second position. KT McCann finishes out the season in third, and Bobby Grady will finish in fourth for the championship 4. So, a great season all around for those 4 drivers and everybody else that did race in the Gen 6 season. But now we will get into the ARCA series, as they tackled Phoenix for their final race of the season, and it was an interesting race. I was watching the broadcast a little bit. A lot of cautions that I was not expecting to see, but it felt like as well that there was a lot of people getting loose off of turn 2, and it was kind of like the danger zone for a lot of the drivers there. Even the guys that were fast, Nick DiTraglio was very fast. He started up front and was able to lead a lot of laps. But yeah, he had issues over there in turns 1 and 2 as well. And Brandon and Drew were both battling for the championship there, and they end up finishing in P1 and P2 in the same order that they started the race. They started the race in, as far as in the championship. And Brandon does secure a victory in the race and an ARCA championship in the inaugural season.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I thought it was overall a great season. Those guys really did improve, especially from the beginning. Although that last race, it didn't make me or Wilder too happy. I don't think, because I know those guys can do better.
No,
But man, they were pushing 3 wide.
they
And
all
like,
they all acted like they were racing for a championship, and
yeah,
they weren't.
this was I do it once before, or this might have been the only time this season that I had to do single file like 2 cautions
No,
in
we
a
had to
row.
do it at Milwaukee or
One more
somewhere else,
before.
I think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's very
yeah.
few in between I do that. But I'll tell you what, once we did that, it really did clean up. But man, they were just pushing 3 wide, and it was
I'm
like
sorry.
lap 15.
Did you say pushing 3 wide? Was it Phoenix?
It
Yeah.
was Phoenix.
Oh,
Yeah.
we've already proven we can go 8 wide there, man. What are you doing?
7 wide in the trucks, Corey Hines says.
They were trying, man. They were trying.
But
I
no,
gotta stop. I'm gonna stop it again on that for a second. Did you see the tweet that Raja Caruth put out there? He said something about his road to pro and iRacing had made him know that he could make it work at 7 wide at Phoenix.
I like Raja.
Okay. He practiced that one.
He practiced that one, yeah.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
I don't know, man. With Phoenix, I wish they'd go back, get some grass back on that infield. That just, I don't know. I've never been a fan of that dog leg and going down on there. And they're not just using the dog leg; it's all the way around the track to where they're off track. I mean, even coming into pit entrance, it looks like they're coming down pit road, but they're not.
Yeah.
It's just they're using every square inch of that track now, and it just, I don't know. It makes it kind of a mess, in my opinion.
Well, those guys did
Just
better
blow
than
it.
they all season. They did much better than they. That last race wasn't a good race for them to end on.
Yeah, yeah.
That's all I can say.
Right,
But
yeah.
they have been doing
It wasn't
better.
It wasn't representative of
Right,
how they
yeah.
had been racing in previous races, really.
Yeah.
And yeah, they should just blow that place up and just put like a homestead
I agree.
type track right there. Boom. You know what I mean? For real.
Just put grass back
But-
on the track. I'm
Put the
fine with
grass
that.
back. That's all they got to do is put the grass back.
Yeah.
Now there is an option in iRacing to pick without the dog leg, and I've never picked that. Will it just not let you take that, or is it closed off on the dog leg, or is it just
No, it's still
you
there.
do
It's
an
just
off
not as
track?
wide.
Oh, it's just not as wide. Okay.
Yeah, it's not as wide, and it's a lot harder transition between the track and the dog leg. I believe it's been a while since I've been on it with a dog leg, but I'm pretty sure that's the way it is. It's just if you try taking it, you'll end up wrecking, especially if it's a next gen car or something that bottoms out. Xfinity car now, Gen 6, they all bottom out. So
Yeah, Gen 6 car bottoms out big time. We saw that all season long too.
yeah,
Yes, yes. You'll just
Sparks
hear this.
everywhere.
That's what's
Going through the corner, you just got sparks flying by you. 'Cause
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
bottoming out. But yeah, no, it was from what I was watching, it seemed like Nick had a lot of speed. Detraglia, the number 95, he was out front a lot of the race. He led almost as many laps as Chris Romano. Chris had some good runs out front as well. Both of them leading over 40 laps. And then Drew Halloran and Brandon Dayhoff leading pretty much the rest of them, other than a handful of laps for Gregory Vadnais. 21 led for Brandon and 13 there for Drew. But yeah, I mean, Brandon, take me through how the race went for you. I mean, you were there, you were able to get the win. You're making the second champion who was able to finish off the season with a win. I'll dig it in there
Yeah.
too a little bit.
Oh man.
2 for 3. 2
Yeah.
for 3 is not bad.
Yeah, so he come into the race with I think it was a 12-point lead over Drew. My goal was just to, all right, get these extra bonus points before Drew can get them. So I definitely went into qualifying just trying to get that pole, and I think I got it by like 2/10. So that was a good start. My whole plan was to stay up front, try to lead the most laps so I could. But that guy got short through and he got a bump from Murray in the first turn. He spun me around. I was able to save that and just next thing I know, it's just like, oh, I'll just take it my easy through the field, and it was a wild race. Like people were on 3 wide. Everybody's trying to learn the track. Even myself, I couldn't figure out the line or anything like that. Everybody's trying to high side, low side, even on the apron. So it was tough to pass and made you nervous to pass sometimes. It's like especially with me trying to get as many points as possible. I just didn't want to take myself out of the championship run. Yeah, so
Oh,
spot for me. He was run points by me, so I knew how much I was behind or how much points I needed. He definitely kept me calm and collective, especially through the end of the race when I took the lead. It was a tough one. Taking tires. Uh, yes, the tires are very important, and I believe um, Romano. I think he
Yeah.
one stopped that race. He was fast, but I think he was expecting a late race caution. I would have too if I was in his shoes and was on that strategy. I probably would have done the same thing
Mm-hmm.
he did. But
If he had a caution, he may have had something for you.
yeah, he probably would
Because
have.
yeah, he was off from everybody. He was on a completely different sequence than I think than most, just about everybody. But I think he got kind of caught up in something and stuck in the back, and then he kind of used stayed out once or something like that on one of those cautions to get to the front, and he was good when he was out there, but he just had to pit under green when everybody else really didn't. So
He's gonna be a good one to watch
Yeah.
out for Rookie of the Year in trucks. I think him and
Oh
him,
yeah.
him and Drew both.
Yeah. I don't think he's returned the ARCA. I think he removed himself from ARCA, so he's not going to run ARCA. So
Mm-hmm.
I'll be interested to watch the next season with the ARCA guys, especially with Drew and Murray, Detragula. I think yeah, those three were fun to
Revel, I
watch.
think Revel's doing trucks and staying out of ARCA. Revel's been quick
He
at
has been quick.
at certain points. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
So
it's gonna be interesting to see what happens next season in ARCA. The people who stick around in and race ARCA, I think, especially the ones that have speed, drivers like Drew, Nick DeTraglia. I think him and Murray both came in a little bit late to the season, or they took a break from the beginning of the season, and that's why they didn't make the chase. But once they got racing in the chase, it seemed like they had speed pretty much everywhere you went. So they're going to be ones to watch going into next season for sure.
Murray got caught on that
Yeah.
IPL after he got in about mid-season and kind of just he was up there pretty high in the IPL, which is another thing. I think these guys are going to really take
oh
note of
yeah,
what the IPL can do to them, and I think it'll change from a lot of these guys next season. Because I think
oh
everybody
yeah,
new coming in don't realize it. Even though we warn everybody about the IPL, they don't get it till it's too late. So
yeah. Get that first-hand experience. It definitely changes the way you drive.
Yeah, it really does. So we'll quickly
So
run over the. Oh, go ahead,
I'm
Wilder.
sorry. I was just gonna say overall, I think it was just a good season. Like we said, I mean, I like it that all these guys are moving up the trucks, and I think that's what we need, and that's kind of it's amazing that it's working out that way. You know what I mean? That they're all moving up the trucks, and we'll backfill the ARCA series with some new guys, and then hopefully everybody just kind of continues to just better themselves and don't really care for them, especially in ARCA the first season. But a lot of guys do love the rules because it's not the wild wild west. It's not just go out there and wreck everybody and you're going to get away with it. There's some consequences and nothing's perfect, and we're always massaging those rules to try to make it best. But I think it was a very successful first ARCA series and doing its intended purpose.
yep,
So
yep,
Yeah,
I
like the
think so.
commitment line, right? Right, Will.
Too soon, too
Ignoring
soon,
that.
Matt. But Wilder better calm down on all these guys moving up because if we keep retaining these guys in truck, 15 more move up. We're gonna have 70 in trucks next season. So calm down a little bit there.
Well, no,
trucks
really,
A and B.
Oh,
realistically,
Need
what
some
we
more
need to do.
commentators.
we better go ahead and mute
Good lord.
Will because Will's gonna be in for that one.
Oh, Will would be in for truck. Yeah, no, we would.
I guess not.
Yeah.
We'll have trucks A if Will says anything.
I'm
No,
send it.
No, but you were right. I think it did its intended purpose, which to really just be a kind of get used to the HVRL, then you get up into the main series where we can start really having some good clean racing. And I think a lot of these guys really seen the trucks, how clean they were, and really wanted some of that and to get out of the true rookie, a lot of those rookie mistakes. But, they're going to be set to higher standards now. This isn't ARCA, and you're going to have to, there might be more payback, I guess is what I'm saying. These truck guys aren't going to get pushed around too much. Might in ARCA, you bump some way, you'll complain at them on Discord, but you get the wrong guy in truck, you probably ain't gonna finish the next race. So
Yeah, trucks are fun. I miss racing them. They're a freaking blast. You can run door to door, you can beat and bang and everything, and not wreck the truck as long as you know what you're doing. And a lot of close racing and everything. And I haven't had a chance to get into the ARCA cars or anything, but if they're anything like the Gen 6, then I think a lot of these guys moving up are going to really enjoy the truck series.
definitely, and I think for the trucks, there's two things that really stood out to me in a truck series, and I think they came on the same race. One was that 3 wide for like 20 laps they did in trucks, and it was just
At
awesome.
Talladega?
It was awesome to watch. But then in that
was
same
fun.
race, that freaking pit stop where everybody but like 2 trucks came down the same pit stop.
That was so good too. So in the trucks, we were so impressed with everybody too, because nobody took anybody
Does
else
anybody have
out.
that picture or know where it's at, and I can pull that
It's
up?
in. I think it's in the screenshots. Let me see.
That's
That's
pretty
what
wild, though.
It was. I remember it happening, and we were just like, "Holy crap!" Everybody came down all at once, and it was insanity.
Oh yeah, Tucker was telling me the comms was going nuts.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that
it
was
Yeah,
insane.
I was definitely communicating with my team on that one.
Oh, you had to. There was no way
Oh,
you
yeah.
couldn't.
So,
What the heck is it?
going back to the ARCA series, is that
Yes.
I know, Brandon, you're gonna do trucks, right? And then Drew's doing trucks. Is Thad Miller doing trucks too?
I haven't heard anything from Thad.
I thought.
Okay. And then Brent McKee was kind of thinking about it, right?
Is Brent even in trucks? I see he don't have much time left, but I know he's iffy on ARCA or not. But is he in
Yeah.
trucks or is he just?
Oh, I don't know. I don't think so. I'm not.
All right.
I don't know.
Anyways, I'm just curious to see how these top 5. I know Forrest Smart will be. I think he's going to be another one to look out for next season in the trucks. I
Oh, yeah.
believe he is doing trucks. Yeah, Forrest will be he's a real clean, consistent driver that doesn't make a lot of mistakes, and he was pretty sure he was off the IPO the whole time, right? He didn't even get close to it.
Who was that? Sorry.
Forrest, you said?
Forrest Martin.
Forrest Martin, yeah, he was .077
That was probably
IPO
one
at
of
the
the
end of
best
the year.
ones.
Yeah, right behind Dayoff.
He and Dayhoff were the two best. Romano, for the short time he was here, was also very clean with a .077. Just a
Yeah.
handful of starts there, 4 starts for Chris Romano, but he's one to watch too. He's shown speed in that Friday league that Will races in, and I do the broadcast for. He's shown some speed there as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Not a fan.
I know. I know.
The freaking next gens, man. Just some cars are just horrible. But yeah, I'm actually leading points there. Currently.
Nice.
Yep, and the points lead for the
Oh,
past
they're so
couple weeks.
horrible.
They
I'm
are.
winning
They're
the whole
horrible.
league. It's so horrible. Get
Well,
out
it
of
helps.
here.
It helps when
They're
you get a
such a
win.
horrible car to drive, man. Like they're bad. But I don't know, man. I don't think I'm gonna be holding the points lead too much longer. We got a couple guys in there that have missed some
They're
races
good.
and everything, and they're really freaking good. Like we got a 7,000 IR guy in there, and it's I think he's gonna start showing up more and everything. And but again, I'm pretty much just here to race, have fun.
Yeah. Let's quickly go over the top 5 from that race at Phoenix, though. Brandon Dayhoff does take home the win. Drew Halloran finishing P2 with Nick DeTraglia rounding out the podium. Brandon Dayhoff, you had 3 podiums and only 1 win. What the heck?
I know. I thought I was gonna win the Gen 6 race, but Will did a fantastic job doing that aero block at the last 2 laps. Definitely ruined my whole speed.
What? I wouldn't do such a thing. Come on.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No, never. Brent McKee finishes in the 4th position with Forrest Martin rounding out the top 5 for Phoenix. Looking at the top 5 for the championship with the chase, Brandon Dayhoff does take it home, a 21-point advantage over Drew Halloran, who finishes P2. Thad Miller finishes in the 3rd position with Brent McKee up 3 spots into 4th, and Forrest Martin also up 3 spots into the top 5 in the chase for the championship down there in ARCA.
Yep, heck of a season, and I'm looking to see what we can get when we start recruiting tomorrow. So.
Yep.
Congrats, Brandon. You had a great season, and you were pretty dominant. You and Drew. And there was wasn't just you and Drew. There were some other cars that came in there at certain tracks and definitely challenged both of you guys. But I think throughout the whole season, it was you guys battling head to head, and you came out ahead at the end. So congrats, man.
Thank you. Yeah, me and Drew definitely had a rivalry going on. Like we had Murray, we fought a little bit. Thad Miller, we fought a little bit. But yeah, me and Drew, it was a good rivalry. We I definitely hated him sometimes, but I let it go. So he was fun to race against.
Batman always needs
Yeah.
a Robin, or else it's just not going to be a good series, you know? I mean, if it's just one person winning, you know, it's not as fun like Gen 6. But thank goodness for the playoffs, because Will would have really ran away with it after he bribed Fry to leave, I guess.
I don't even know where he went, man. To be honest with you.
Well, he's on a boat right now, so.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right. Yeah. That one, yeah, that's for like the last week or two. But
You
I
bought
don't know
him
why
a
he left.
cruise?
Yeah.
No, not that kind. Yeah, yeah, a cruise,
He said,
Yeah. a military
I
cruise.
want that
that's for
trophy
sure.
next to my name so bad. I'm going to buy Fry a cruise to get the hell out of here.
I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah,
Will,
he's got-
I don't know how you felt about this, but there was a lot of racetracks where there were some people who were really challenging you. Bobby Grady was one of the ones that challenged you a lot. I know I had a
Bobby's
couple of
fast.
races. I had a couple of races on the intermediates that I was able to contend with you for a bit. I think back to Charlotte, the big race there. I was pushing up there for a good-
Travis George was good on tires too. Yeah, he was
Yep.
up there quite a bit as well.
Yeah, I mean Wilder challenges you on the road courses as well as Bryce Tucker. You had some challenges throughout the season that you had to contend with. So I mean, it wasn't just a walk in the park for you.
No, not at
these
all,
guys were
man. It,
saying.
it keeps me honest too, so I like it that way. As much as I like winning, at the same time, I don't want to run away with it. You know what I mean? So these guys pushing me to be a better driver and you know keeping me honest and everything. It makes it more interesting.
I let you pass
Yeah.
me a lot.
You did, and I appreciate that. I mean, I don't know if letting me pass is quite the word for it, but yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
You won't know.
Just pass me.
I did. I just said I'll stay out of the way since race one.
Yeah, there was a couple people like that too, which is odd. That's why I said, man, Gen 6, I feel like I don't know what the actual caution count was for every series, but I gotta imagine Gen 6 had the least amount of cautions. I mean, we had some close clean racing in that series, and it was fun, man. Beating, banging, and everybody's still able to keep it straight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once we got Rockingham was the one race that I will remember forever.
Oh man.
Won't you remember it, day off?
Oh yeah, let's go. Are
Take
you?
it out the whole damn field except one.
Yeah,
but
that was
a-
our Wreckfest race right there at Rockingham in race number 2. So as much grief as I got for the schedule, I will take credit. That one was rough for everybody.
It was all right. Hey, once we
But
got
what's,
past that first run,
Yeah.
it was fun. And
Yeah.
those were actually
Right,
fun.
once
I
we
think
got
Rockingham
going.
was one of my better races somehow.
Yeah,
So,
me too.
Rockingham's where I got the 8-ball nickname.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I got a podium on
But,
that one as well.
Yeah.
I agree that was that series was I don't know, just the most enjoyable, I think. I mean, the trucks was a little more stressful for me anyways. You know, you're in the points and everything, and I just felt more relaxed on the Mondays and just was out more just having fun and just hanging out and seeing what happened at the end of the day. Wasn't really pushing too hard or putting too much pressure on myself to do well or anything like that. And that series was it was fun. I don't know. It was just a group of guys we had. I think it was just
It was a
made it a
handful
good.
on those super speedways, that's for sure.
Whew. Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that that car is not in circulation for officials anymore, so nobody really has that much experience with it. And if they do, it's been a while for them. So it's one of
Yeah.
those cars where it's just it's you got to learn how it drives in order to make it work for you. And the faster you adapt with it, the better you're going to be. But it was a blast. I really looked forward to Monday nights. I didn't miss a single race, and it was a really good season.
Oh,
I had a blast.
so what you're saying is we should be junking the next gen car and bringing the Gen 6 back. Is that what you're saying?
That's what I mean, if that's what everybody wants to do after this coming season, then we will do that.
Yeah, we'll see how next gen goes. I mean, I just think the next gen is still, even though there's a lot of people that have opinions about it, I still
It's
think
gonna
it's
populate better.
popular.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I guess we'll find out real quick here soon. But
Let's say
um,
this is a
yeah,
test. This is the test of whether it will be a more populated series than we think it will be. So we'll see.
All right. Well, I think that'll wrap it up before we get started on the old Halloween nights money race here.
Yeah.
Decent
Any
amount of
final
money.
thoughts?
Oh,
I would say any final thoughts from any of our all of our champions. Wilder, final thoughts on the seasons.
I think ARCA. I'll start with ARCA. I did the race control and now into broadcasting. It was great to see the improvement, and there was great battles throughout the season. Certain races, there was a lot of cautions and stuff, but I think overall it did its purpose. Trucks, I had it was fun, but a little stressful too at times. I knew I just had to keep it calm and cool and be consistent, and I could do what I did this season, and I got it done. So pretty happy about that. Next gen, I mean the Gen 6, I had no idea that I would be anywhere close to the top, to tell you the truth, and I found myself in a good spot towards the end, and it was great to even have a chance to battle Kern there in that last race, and I was pretty stressed out that last race too myself, and it was fun though. Overall, I think we are definitely going in the right direction, especially with retaining as many drivers as we do, and I think that speaks volumes. So I'm looking forward to next season.
I do appreciate all the kind words from the drivers that have been shouting out. I mean, you really don't hear too many people. Some people are always gonna complain. Mainly anybody from Georgia. Then, you know, then but almost all these guys are great, man. Always shouting out the league and stuff like that. They're all pretty awesome.
Will, final thoughts on the season.
Just looking forward to next season, man. I mean, it was. I wish I could have raced more things. Unfortunately, it was just the one series this season. But next season, I'll be able to run two of them with you guys, and we got a good group of guys. Not a. I don't mind bringing in new people. Hope everybody stays clean. I mean, we have such a great group in here now. But I'm sure the bad ones will weed themselves out pretty quick. But yeah,
Hopefully,
appreciate you.
hopefully before the All Star race.
Yeah, yeah. Appreciate obviously you guys. Not only the guys up in the broadcast booth every race and everything, but the admins putting together a awesome freaking league. I'm sticking around for quite a while, I'm sure, unless busy season starts up again. But yeah, I mean, great season, and again, just looking forward to next one.
And finally, Brandon, final thoughts.
Oh yeah, it was a great season, all three of them, and it may not look like it from watching. We're going back and watching the broadcasts that I pretty much dominated ARCA, but when I was in ARCA, it actually taught me things. The the fastest guy learned things from the slower guys. So yeah, a bigger run with them is like I've learned situation awareness. As you all know, I struggled in the trucks with a lot of incidents and crashes. I run with the ARCA guys. I was able to recognize crashes earlier and stuff like that, and I was able to learn that and put that in the truck season. And at the end of the truck season, I was able to put it together, start running top fives, top tens on a weekly basis, and saving my stuff. Definitely had to just give that to Will. Help me with that, with him being so fast, and just trying to beat him. I've definitely gotten faster in myself, trying to keep up with him. And yeah, overall becoming a fast driver. All three series has definitely made myself better.
Yeah, absolutely. Sean, final thoughts? Happy?
Oh, me, Sean? Oh, no, I already
Yeah.
said everything I needed to. I think all you guys are good champions up there. Love having y'all in the league. Even though 4 out of 5 of us are champions here, you are a champion at broadcasting in all of our hearts, Matt.
Thanks, guys.
That was deep, man. Holy shit.
I'll take the participation trophy. Thank you very much. I'm gonna hang it on my wall right here.
I'm sorry, Matt. I have to.
You know what I should do? You know what I should do? I should get you to get HVRL Sim Shop to make me an 8-ball.
I was
So I can
just
put it
about
right
to say
there.
that. I will. I might ship it to you for free.
That should have been done already, bro.
My bad.
First things
We're
for
my
the-
bad.
Oh. All right. Well,
good plug there, by the way. Hey, anybody that has not hit up the HVRL Sim Shop, man, Sean right now is making me like a ton of stuff, man. He's got a lot of things in there he can make. Button boxes. He talked me into, God, this guy's a salesman. I thought I was buying pretty much everything I needed, and he's like, "Oh, by the way, here's an awesome button box I made. You some gun, man. Now I gotta freaking buy that too." But yeah, hit it up, check it out. I mean, I'll be posting everything once I get it all in the mail, including my 2 trophies. Once I get those in the mail, I'll be posting all that up, and you'll be able to see what he makes.
It's almost as good as Wilder's 3.
The trophies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
man.
send me a heavy package.
It was. That was like $30 in shipping, man.
good lord.
I really lost on that one, but he got the All-Star Race plaque too. So.
Oh, nice. Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
In the 87s, that was fun.
All right. Well, we're gonna get to a short break. We'll be back in just a little bit as we start our Halloween money race. So we'll catch you guys in just a little bit for that.